Hi Aquarius, this reading is for you guys. So I'm going to start here with my oracle cards. This sort of set the tone for the read, and then I'll use my tarot deck to clarify. Alright universe, so what do you got going on for Aquarius? What messages do they need to hear? We got some advice, some affirmations, and time to get going. So we have recognition and reward was our first card. Triumphant success, authority, the crown chakra, which tends to speak to your spirituality, and sacrifice as well. Well, whatever's going on with you, I feel like it's going to be something good. I feel like the triumphant success is going to be your end result of whatever's happening right now. I wonder if the crown chakra doesn't speak to growing your intuition and trusting your intuition here. I'm going to keep pulling cards because I want to build on this. Get a nice clear story. So I got fulfillment of wishes. I got awareness. I have shadow. I have partnerships and alliances, and I have rejoice and celebration, which again I think ties into, I think the rejoice and celebrations and the fulfillment of wishes is going to tie into to your end result of this situation, because I feel like whatever it is, it will end well. It might not be, easy. There's usually hurdles along the way and pretty well everything in life. So we're going to sort of investigate that because I'm curious where that authority card fits in. Sometimes I feel like it's somebody who's very overpowering and authoritative. But in some readings, I also feel like it's you being assertive as well. It's sort of speaking to encouraging that. So I just want to see how it all fits in here. And I think the awareness card definitely ties into to trusting intuition, learning to trust your intuition. So I have the Magician here, which to me speaks of you have the tools that you need to be successful. The Queen of Wands, to me in this, she's giving me an impression of the drive that you have to succeed. Those are the words that come to my mind when I see her card, drive. That drive to succeed, that passion. And I think that speaks to this partnership. I feel like this is speaking to business and finances. This is what it's feeling like to me. I have the King of Pentacles here, and the impression that I get when I look at him is success in business, is success in this financial venture. I'm going to keep pulling. Also got the Ten of Wands, which speaks to feeling overburdened as well, and sort of worn out and exhausted from slugging away. But I think that might be more to do with, in this case, just not sort of overloading yourself, maybe spreading the workout evenly with this partner, because I don't feel like you're doing this alone. I feel like there's somebody else in the mix with you here. I got the Fool card, which tends to speak of taking a leap of faith. To me in this, I'm getting the words trust when I see him. So that you're going to have to put your trust and your faith in this person, and have faith that they're going to do the right thing and they're going to do their part as well. Because partnerships they're not a one-way street, right? Everybody's got to put in equally. And there's probably always that fear that the other person is not going to do their part, but at some point you do have to trust that they are going to hold up their end, and that's what he speaks to me of in this read. Those are the impressions that I'm getting here. I'm getting 3 of Cups and 6 of Wands next to each other. So the 3 of Wands tends to go along with celebrating good fortune. So I think that also ties in with the end result of what you're going to see here. The 6 of Wands speaks of triumph. So again, I think they complement each other. The 9 of Pentacles speaks of abundance, and I think it's financial abundance in this business venture. I also have a 7 of Cups, which speaks of many choices and choosing your path carefully, making your choices carefully. I'm going to keep pulling and just see where some of these other guys fit in here. Yeah, and I got the Ace of Wands, which also speaks of new beginnings and a business venture as well. So definitely, I'm feeling that that's what it is, and it is a partnership. I feel like there's going to be some changes going along with this. Like, it's going to start, the ball is going to start rolling. It's going to start picking up speed very quickly. I think the Knight of Swords speaks to sort of that fast-paced, chaotic energy. Like, it's kind of going to feel wild. And maybe that's what's going to make you feel overwhelmed, is the fact that the business is just sort of like climbing. And you're going to have to be able to sort of choose a way of dealing with that. Make sure that the work is split evenly, and no one person is completely overloaded. I see the Strength card, and to me that speaks of going through the process with starting this business and the inner strength that it's going to take to persevere, keep the positive forward movement going, as well, to be successful. You're really going to have to draw on that inner strength within yourself. I have the High Priestess as well, and sometimes she speaks of just unknowns, things you haven't seen yet. And I almost wonder if she doesn't tie in with the 7 of Cups and the Choices card. So sort of as you get going, as things are changing, I wonder if the dynamics aren't going to change in the partnership as well, and you're going to sort of have to weigh your options carefully. Make sure you're doing what's best for you, what's best for the business. Keeping things even in this partnership. I'm going to keep going here. So I got the 4 of Wands, which speaks to setting a solid foundation for the future. What I feel about how this ties in, I feel like this speaks to the choices that you're going to make in establishing how this business runs, how this partnership runs. That's what's going to set the groundwork for your success in the future, what you're putting in right now. I also have the Ace of Pentacles, which speaks to, is kind of the apprenticeship card and honing your craft. And I feel like that's going to go along with, as you develop this business, you're going to sort of be, some of it you're going to have to sort of learn as you go. There's going to be lessons to be learned here. I'm going to pull a few more just to clarify some of the cards that I have here. Okay, so I also got the Devil card, and he tends to represent a destructive personality, a destructive force, can sometimes be dishonest, manipulative. I feel like that's a warning. To not let this partnership get too one-sided, causing hard feelings, to not let anybody undermine the success that this business is going to have. So I got the Six of Pentacles too, and it speaks to abundance, but it also speaks to a give and take. So I think that speaks of the partnership as well, and making sure that things are even. And again, I got the Two of Pentacles, which you can see he's juggling there, and I think that's the same thing. It's juggling to make sure that the workload is even and no one person is sort of taking over while the other person is sort of not putting in what they have to, which I feel speaks to the Devil card, because I feel like would be destructive to the business and to the relationship that you guys have built as well. The Hermit to me ties in with the awareness card here. Just being aware of the situation, keeping the lines of communication open, sort of being aware of your behavior and the other person's behavior as well. And then I feel like the Authority card, I'll show you this guy here. So I feel like this guy speaks of you being assertive enough to stand your ground and make sure that things are done evenly, and not letting yourself get walked on, being able to speak your opinion. The Eight of Cups to me speaks of moving on to sort of bigger and better things, starting a positive journey. And so I feel like that's what the business is. So what I can see from the cards is that this business has a lot of potential, and I don't know that the partnership doesn't. I think it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for maybe both of you, and making sure that nobody drops the ball. You keep the lines of communication open, and you make sure that you are sort of assertive within all of this, assertive with your own rights, that you don't just like try and be the nice guy and be like, you know what, well, I'll just pick up the slack this time, and because that will kind of snowball and create a lot of resentment, and it'll hurt the partnership. I'm going to pull a few more, and then I'll pull some of these ones here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. So I got the Eight of Wands, which speaks to communication. So definitely keeping those lines of communication open. The Five of Wands speaks to victory at the cost of others. So I think that's the warning, right? Is not letting their victory come at the cost of you, but not letting your victory come at the cost of them. Making sure that things are done evenly. Keeping that communication open, and being assertive about it, about your feelings, your thoughts, your feelings about this business. And I'm going to grab some of these guys. Okay, and these ones make quite a bit of sense too. So I got the New Beginnings card, which again speaks to this new business venture that you're on. Is it's a new chapter in your life, heading in a new direction. The Light card to me speaks of the potential and the abundance that you're going to be getting. That this is a good venture. It's headed in the right direction. It has a lot of potential to succeed. The waiting game for me speaks of this partnership. So it speaks of time will tell how well it's going to work. And it's up to both of you as to whether the partnership succeeds or not, because you both have to put in the work. So definitely be aware of the divvying up of the workload, that everybody's putting in an equal share, everybody's doing their part, no one person is feeling overloaded, keeping the lines of communication open, and I mean, once you've been assertive and you've said this is what I expect you to do, then really you have to have faith that the other person is gonna do it, and you have to sit back and watch and give them that chance. So I think that's also what the Fool card speaks of. is just that leap of faith and just trusting until it's proven otherwise, right? Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful. But like I said, it definitely looks like this new business venture is a positive one. It's going to work out well. It's just that sort of the interpersonal part with the partnership. But as far as I can tell, like I got the Magician card here, so you do have the tools to make it work. It's just a matter of putting in the work and the other person as well, and then I guess just the waiting game and seeing how it goes. Alrighty, guys, take care.